Hello guys, welcome to Spicy Tales. Today I'm joined by my co-host, our beautiful Nyumbire and our beautiful Valentine. And today we are going to talk about financial freedom in relationships. How do you handle finances in relationships? Are you out there na uko na ile pressure ya that couple is going out so much, we also need to go out that much? Can your finances actually cater for can your finances support you or cater for your trips, your vacations? How do you handle that? That is what we are going to discuss today. So my beautiful ladies, how do you handle finances when it comes to relationships? When let's say you're in a relationship, how do you handle your finances? Like
if I were in a relationship,
I love the clarity, guys.
Thank you. I like him having his money and me having my money. You understand? As in, ni sawa, we will go out, but sasa as in si lazima kila saa yeye nini ati yendo na yes, that's it. And again, when a relationship has already grown, I would like to know your income, like how much do you earn? Because mimi wasifichi, I will tell you, this is the amount that I earn, this is the amount that I have every month. Or if it's a project, this project nitapata this a certain amount. That way I'll be able to advise him. Unajua wanaume saa ingine they can be spendthrift ama wakue very stingy. Mtu mpaka hata hizi jinunulia nguo. Exactly.
And maybe at that time una earn
lakini umekataa kuvaa. So that is where I come in. Professor angalia nyuma. That's where I come in. Yeah. So nikishajua the amount that you earn, si eti nataka kujua ndo nikukule No.
Just want to plan.
I want to help you. Because mimi nakujanga kwa maisha mwanaume and I really find circus. Napata mashida, drama, vitu mingi. So exactly. So if I know how much you earn, I'll be able to help you. Yeah. So for me, finances you should be transparent about it. Actually, if you guys are planning for marriage and all that,
long-term relationships, that is. What's your view on this?
My perspective is money knows no gender. When you touch a 50 shilling note, there is nowhere written F for female, M for male. And therefore, even how money is being handled in our relationship has nothing to do with gender. It is high time advocacy about not generalizing money should be very pronounced. There's this common thing here. When you're in a relationship, I hear a lot of ladies and even women say, if it's a lady's money, it is my money.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my money and nobody else's. But if it's the other gender, it's a man's money. Anamwambia your money is our money. I want to tell you that is backward and uninformed, and it doesn't even have proof anywhere. The logic behind it is actually discriminative. It's a biased logic because your money does not even know you're a female when you touch it. And maybe that's one of the reason why financial literacy amongst ladies is iko chini kushinda how financial literacy iko kwa wanaume. It's because you have put yourself in that position. Umezoea kuhandoliwa pesa. You know, growth comes when you know that this money is supposed to help the both of us. It's supposed to sustain me and also the person whom I'm coming into the relationship with. Because clarity, kukua na clarity, you know, like I want to start, seeing this person. I want to start seeing you. And part of what is going to happen is that we are going to start spending money, and we need to know where's this money coming from.
And it should be coming from
only one person, and it cannot come from only one person.
And actually, can we account for this money?
Yeah, can we account for this money? It takes two to tango. We're not saying that you offload responsibilities from one gender, from the male gender. We are saying that it is a high time we accept that we are supposed to be sharing financial responsibilities regardless of gender. So that is actually where I'd begin from.
I would like to add something, like you know, we know, you know, after marriage, I'm speaking from my parents' perspective, like they bring the money together, like you're not going to spend your money peke yako na mimi ni spend yangu. That is how marriages are usually destroyed. When you spend together, you become one and you're able to make decisions together.
And actually I think in a marriage setup, it's where we are thinking kids, we are thinking long-term investment, house, you know, land. So if you spend your money, you know, kila mtu wa spend pesa yake, I don't think that house will last for long. That marriage will fall apart.
Just a minute. I know there's someone who's like, this poor speaking about marriages and you're about to go to the next video. This is for you because we have so many young teenagers who are having children.
And they're moving in with
we have girlfriends who are moving in with their boyfriends. This is actually for you. And we even have girlfriends. You with your boyfriend, you start bringing in your other girlfriends at home. At whose expense? You've not even asked. You know, and msi anakuja kwa like anapata rende ako like, yo babe, and then you're like, but they're my friends. What's the problem? They're my friends. There is a problem. You were supposed to tell him that you're going to be host people. Finances have to be accounted for. If you're past 15, 16 years old, because siku hizi mmeanza vitu mapema. So I'm not excusing you. And you don't know financial budgeting, there is a problem. There is a big problem.
Especially with the rising cost of living, you can't just, because mnaishi pamoja, you invite people over, you don't know what you will feed these people with.
It's from even achana hata maybe na hiyo watu wenye wamecohabit ama wenye moving. It's from as simple as, girl, I call you out for a date, you bring me your other ladies without telling me you're bringing them. It is rude and it is not financial literate, it's illiterate and it's illegal actually. Me call it illegal because how do you just do that to me?
And say do you guys agree with this thing of say you're living together and do you agree with cost sharing 50-50?
In what aspect?
In what aspect?
You're living together as husband and wife, and let's not go to in a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Actually, 1 week. Yeah, that's true.
It's cohabiting.
Exactly. So, do you agree with sharing, you know, bills, splitting 50-50? You know, I pay rent, you'll pay water bill, electricity bill, or you just unailoa ya, because when ni dem unakubali bills zako zikuwe lowered, maybe the guy will cater for 70 and then we were 30. Do you agree with that, or it should be 50-50?
That's where, okay, for me I do not advocate at all cohabiting. I do not mimi siwezi, because for me that means that I have now to play a wife role, which we are not. Na anytime unaweza ni boot ama ni whatever, you understand? That's why I don't advocate for it, because hivyo sizi leta my all finances na wewe huwezi leta zako, you understand? Because bado tuko na hiyo ya trust issue na nikifanya hivi alafu hii happen. So while dating I do not support that. That's why I don't have a take on that. Yes.
Okay, so me what I'd say is I've not been there, don't advocate, but I have a word for it. Do you know how much moving in means to financial strategy? Moving in is not just about ikeja tunaona ni 7k, it's very affordable. Ukipatiwa poke yako, mimi nipatiwa poke yangu, tuko sorted. That is not moving in. Moving in calls for strategy. Do you guys actually have an emergency fund in case anything happens? In case say God forbid your boyfriend or your girlfriend loses the breadwinner mwenye anamtumianga hiyo pocket money. In case your side hustle flops and you don't have anything else, are you guys stranded? Are you guys now on the next day you are at each other's throat saying mi hata nilikuwa nafikiri unaweza provide na say hatuna do. You are shouting at each other, you are disturbing the society because of financial illiteracy. Moving in without even an emergency fund, and it goes for 6 months.
Do you support 50-50 or what?
So for me, that one away from that. So about 50-50 or 30-70. First of all, when you're in a relationships, I don't think kuna burdens zina call for 50-50, 70-30. You guys are just basically hanging out. You guys are just hanging out, eating together. Like you guys don't even have what we call real bills that call for people to come together. Like the much you guys are supposed to spend is, going to the hotel and kwani unaweza simamia bill yako, mimi nisimamie yangu. What's the big deal?
Unajua ukishaanza kuishi pamoja, kwa hivyo it means there is rent, there is electricity, there is water, there is food. That's what we are talking about.
What I'd say for me is that I look at it from a point of someone who's financially literate. 50-30 or whatever rule doesn't apply if I don't know the job I am doing. What job are you doing? What kind of income are you having? I might have the heart of actually wanting to do that 50, but am I able?
So okay, if I were to support,
are you able to pay?
Yeah, if I would support this cohabiting, I would say it will depend with with how much I'm earning or how much he is earning.
Yeah, and not only that, the responsibilities that you have.
Yeah, that's true. Unajua kuna yenye ma first born wanategemewa nyumba. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So you can't come here start telling me I have to give this. My mom at the end of the month, maybe even I suffer from a particular illness. I have to cater for my medication. Remember, we are speaking about two individuals coming together. These people are just not two individuals from nowhere. These people have backgrounds. The people are on therapy as we speak. You don't know about them, but let me tell you, until you come and live with someone, you will start finding out things that you didn't know. You start sitting at wakati amelala, unaamka katikati ya usiku, unakaa chini, unamwangalia,
unarudi kulala,
unakaa hivi, unajiuliza, God,
how did I end up here?
Like, si ati nini ama nini, si ati una feel ni kama ati you're being a bad person. No, it's shocking. If someone is on therapy and it's really charging a lot and it's going to become no part of your expense, it's something to worry you. Because if your finances cannot be able to even support your mere lunch, you have to Skype. So it's a lot for me. You can't just tell me 50-30. There's a lot things that I need to put into consideration. So that 50 whatever rule, it's not applicable.
To some cases.
In some cases it's just not applicable unless, and then it needs to be tailor-made. People don't have the same budget, whatever. You need to be tailored according to your needs, your priorities, your wants. Whoever you're also coming across, compatibility aspect, and like I said, your background, very different. So it calls for a lot.
Okay, let's look at this in an angle where a child is involved. You're not married, you're just cohabiting, or maybe you're in a relationship
because
and now
of the child.
A child is involved. How do you deal with that? There's fees. Let's not even go far. Kuna
diaper
ya mtoto, chakula ya mtoto, as in all those essentials for a baby. How do you deal with that? Like, where do you draw the line?
Okay, let me say this with the utmost love and integrity.
Bring it on.
Yeah. So when we decide to have a kid, it means that we are ready for it, right? And Mimi, okay, if I were alone, I would say 50-50. But right now, mwanaume amekuwa involved. And a kid has been in the picture. Yes, ako picture. It means that now the man has to step up. Hiyo sio nini ama nini. Because first of all, when I'm pregnant, I'm not going to be able to work. You understand? Sitakuwa na hiyo nguvu ya kufanya most of the things that my hustle and all of that. Exactly. You understand? So right now, ni mwanaume for me. Mwanaume, you have to step up. Yep.
Okay, for me in the picture, one thing I'm going to say, and I'm not going to apologize about, if you're out there, you're a young person, you're having sex, you should be well able to know mtoto akikuja utampeleka wapi na utamfanyia nini. You don't have a right to having sex if you cannot think of what can become the outcome of sex. So if you have not started thinking about a child and you're having sex, you are in the wrong track. You are playing a very dangerous game and it will eat you up like the way fire eats up dry grass.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oof.
Oh,
Wasn't ready for
because
that.
what are you doing? You know, a child is a whole.
It's a whole being.
It's a whole. This is a life we are talking
actually,
about.
Children are investments.
Yeah. Life, long-term investment.
This is we are talking about a life. We are not talking about ati amia something whoosh. Oopsies, it happened. No, it's not an oops kind of idea. It is a life we are talking about. Now, acha nikwambie, maybe we are speaking about kuna hii tendency ya, you know, the child has come, boy ameruka, nini. So now I want to speak to you ladies. You're there saying, mimi nitaenda kwa koti, nitafight for my rights, nitanini. Let me now educate you because the law might have escaped and slipped from your hands. You did not study any history in high school. You have not gone through law or advocacy. Do you know before you go and actually claim that whatever the case, kuna certificate ya AG ya enye inaonyesha you guys were actually agreed to come together. You get
consent.
You guys what you did, nakulike hormones zangu zimekupenda tufanye tu kitu, you know, nakupenda.
Hakuna agreement.
You guys, you don't have anything for sure as proof. Like you guys are together. You have no proof. When you go to court, your case ilisha kitambo.
Will be under the
kitambo. So as I speak to you right now, I know nyinyi wote wenye mko kwa hiyo situation ulikuwa nafikiria utaenda. This is bad news to you, but it's good that you're hearing it from a source of a very informed person. Start strategizing. If you are on that road and you realize, hey, by the way, hakuna kitu yenye hata inaonyesha ati mimi na huyu boy. Apart from hearsays, of which hearsays nowadays they don't make sense. Like kesi yako itaisha haraka sana. Omse atambiwa fine ya sijui ngapi. Ikienda sana atailipa na kwanza atatoka na grudges na kwanza atakuwa like no, go sort yourself. I already bailed myself out. What will you do? So unaona, mimi naweza kwambia as a lady, you're out there, you're consenting sex, start having enda kwa hata tafuta YouTube channels, jifunze how to take care of a child financially. What is
wanaume ni wagani wewe?
Exactly.
Atakuembarrass.
They will embarrass you. And let me tell you, they will not embarrass you without your consent. So it is embarrassing
actually it's ni wewe tu, you're the one
embarrassing yourself.
Exactly.
Why are you giving them consent over your body? Giving them consent over your what are you even
that means you, like they can do anything they want.
Yeah, actually you're the one who has given them umepatia gate pass. Use me.
Men will embarrass you. Men will embarrass you. I'm like, my sister, you're the one embarrassing yourself. Because why are you giving them consent? You are not supposed to give them consent from the word go. Yeah, so that was it for the ladies. Stop thinking in perspective of this guy will actually provide. Which reminds me, kuna hawa wasichana, you say maybe having a child with this man will now make him a provider.
Hey, shock on you.
My sister. When you tunaangaliana na Reba tunasema ona huyu ni ukama. Hata ana uniform ndo ameendea yake kwa store. Trust me, you are in for it and you will cry and nobody will be there to sympathize with you. And you know the worst part of it, you allowed it. It's you who consented it. So a big no for me with babies and using it to as atakuwa provider sasa. Ataenda kuwork hard.
Move in na yeye vizuri.
Ataenda kuwork hard.
Wow. Let me tell you, actually okay, this is a bit of truth, but let me say it. Anyway, I spoil it. Okay. Sasa let me tell you. Unaona tu hawa wanaume wenye most of them actually when you are having sex with them, these people are not going to marry you. True. These people are going to look for people who they've not slept with. And new actually, thank you, new blood, and they will marry those people. Most cases kuna kwanga hivyo. All right, I rest my case.
And the reason why that is so true is because they've already known what the other person is. They already know their capabilities. And if their capabilities are not promising, if like anakujua na anaona in out, this one cannot be the one raising my kids.
He knows how to twist you.
Ushampatia the like nika unaenda, you're going to, you know, to when you're going to present and exhibit, you don't start showing everyone, this is what I'm exhibiting. This is what na show ijaanza surely people will steal your show. They will steal your content. Kwanza Wakenya ni Wakenya. Photocopy mingi hivi. Kabla hata ufike kwa original. Does it even matter? We already saw it. In fact, we are sated.
The interest.
You know, there's nothing so bad as being sated with something. Unaona venye unaweza kumepika chakula tamu, but kuna place ikifika hata hiyo utamu feel tena, because you have already had enough of it. And in fact, not just enough, umejispoil. Umeogelea. So waendelea tu kufanya watu waogelee. Endelea tu kuspoil wase huko nje. Once your exhibition is done and we are sampling you amongst others. Tutataka tu the most competent. We'll go for the most competent, and it's not even men, it's human nature. You'll always want, even me nikihire, you think I'm going to hire someone, nakuonea huruma. No, I want someone who's competent, someone who'll bring me good things on my table. Someone who'll actually become a pillar.
The table.
I am the table. That is another aspect. Someone who'll become a pillar, a strong pillar in this, you know, in my farm or in my company. I'm not going to take just a mere, sorry to call it, a mere nobody who can be copy pasted any other day. I need someone who's up to date, like up to date. Hivi sako kwa bako.
Point is, people should just live within their means.
That's true.
If you want to, you know, do something, plan for it. Don't just rush into a decision. If it's going for, I've seen so many people do something. Actually, couples do things because the other couple is doing it.
Posted. Kwanza ingiza social media hapo.
Exactly. The other couple is doing this, so I also need to do this. They went to Diani. We also want to go to Diani. Question is, can you actually pay for that vacation and still remain with money to feed you for the next few months? Or you just
Let me make you guys laugh. We said the people who are working behind finances when they are coaching people, we say that Nairobi is full of broke people trying to impress other broke people.
Exactly.
So you don't realize the people who posted Diani borrowed to go to Diani. You, because you saw it yourself, you know you can't afford it. You also borrow. You know, you're a city full of
borrowers.
Wealthy pictures. Wealthy photos, but in reality, kwa ground, you are broke people. And actually, it's to an extreme level. We're not talking about kwa broke ati within 1 week to recover. We're talking about youths trending without financial emergency funds.
Alafu sasa unajua sasa itakuwa pressure for you to keep up. Unajua you want to impress them.
You went to Diani.
Kamati. Sasa let's do happy like
the followers actually demand.
Guys,
Diani. Have you tried this new place?
Exactly. Unasoma comment. Babe, umeona hii? Haya, all right.
And you're there thinking, you're there, you know, you're with your bae. If you're with your bae,
chakula kwa nyumba. Ni kukunywa maji na kulala.
Kuna mtu aliniambia afadhali nilale njaa lakini nipige luku. Let me tell you, you're so invested in temporary materiality. 10 years down the line, I ask my friends this question. 10 years down the line, you'll walk with that sneaker in your office for a presentation, a formal presentation. Will that happen? You're spending over 4,500 over non-original sneakers that you'll not be able to wear in front of your boss to pitch for a project that is going to feed
land.
Not even that. You are not going to be able to stand and present that project that will have given you a job that will feed your family for the next decade. Why? Because of some silly commitments that are so temporary on materials, instead of investing in something that is actually worth it. Something that, you know, babe, I know we can't afford that photo shoot right now, but let's legit invest into this small business. I think with the time, with accrual of our profits, we'll actually be able to.
But I have a problem. I have a problem with these two investment when you're not married. Men will embarrass you. I'm talking.
Not without your consent, though.
No. Let me tell you. Unajua, women we usually often have the purest of intentions, right? I come nakwambia, babe, I know we cannot afford this and all that. Let's invest in this and this and this. You start investing. Mkifika tu hapa, he dumps you. You did not see that coming. For real. Sasa hii tuongee ile ukweli. And this one you did not, you did not really allow because you did not see. Kuna ile design yenye anaweza feature ukose kuona kabisa. You've already invested, right? Okay. But then mkifika hapa anakuacha. So what I'm saying is, ladies, if you're not married, do not invest with a man that is not your husband. I'm telling you.
Actually, sorry, a joint account.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you. Let me just tell you something.
No, don't. Do not.
Okay, let me tell you something.
You will cry in the streets. Have you ever seen that meme when you're heartbroken and you're in CBD, you know?
No, really. Okay, let me tell you guys, something about investment is, even when you probably you just want to open that account, you do not want to open it on a single name. Thing is, if you open an account, make sure that both names are featured. If both names are featured, you'll be able to ask for 50-50 share. So that is, if probably you feel like, no, I think I can actually invest in this, make sure that if you want to really invest, make sure that by the time you should also speak about, if something comes up and we are parting ways, what will we do? This is where you want to really make sure that in all the documents that you're going to sign, there's going to be a representation and an agreement of 50-50. Or you should have the percentage.
Basically, do not trust men.
Yeah, it's actually finance.
Don't trust each other.
One foot in, 1 foot out.
Thank you, because men will embarrass you. Okay, but it's true.
Finances actually do not even know trust. Finances is about legal formalities.
Thank you.
So be legal, go the legal way. Don't go babe wash crazy pesa zote. We are talking about a financially literate generation. Dear lady, dear gent, make sure that papers are involved. If papers are not involved, that is just a mere circus happening, and nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. Only you two. And even if you come out, you tell me, Valentine, I did this. I will not be able to help you because it is just a hearsay, and it does not even make any relevance in the real world. So you really want to make sure that you come to terms with legal forms, and that calls for actually just being intentional. Being very intentional in all these things. What we are saying in your relationship, be very intentional. Make sure that you are looking at it while you are very objective, goal oriented with
and open-minded.
And open-minded,
knowing that anything can happen.
Anything you're not
happen.
Married, and even it's so funny because even nowadays, even people who are married, they're going through crisis, financial crisis. How many families, I cannot even mention how many, because there are so many who have actually divorced or broken up because of financial crisis. That's true. Especially during COVID.
Can we wrap this thing up and bring part 2, because I know we have a lot to say.
We should actually organize for part 2.
Part 2, maybe at even part 3, because financial financial
it's a long topic.
It's a
in relationships.
Yes. So
thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and staying with us till the end. We know that you've learned so much, and we are looking forward for part 2. Make sure to subscribe, like, and interact with us on our comment section.
Anything that you want us to feature in our next, in part 2 of financial freedom
in relationships,
comment. No, remember, these are our opinions. Not facts.
Actually, disclaimer, these are our opinions.
Yes, as the title says, spicy tales.
So that means that these are our opinions. You don't have to actually be inclined to them, but you can learn from them, because some of us are talking out of experience, and we know what you're talking about.
And we're talking about things that we have also gone to school and learned about.
Yes.
So yeah, it's pretty much facts.
So young couples out there, usikwe na pressure, just do you. Spend according to how you earn. In
Don't
short,
live above your means.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. So that's it, guys.
Until next time.
Bye bye. Peace out.